doing out here in the rain, small one? Someone like you needs to be inside. Oh, you're lost? I'm so sorry. Would you like to come home with me? My home isn't very big to me, but I'm sure it'll be more than enough for you. Here, climb up on my hand. I'll carry you back. Wow, you're freezing. Here, let me wrap my scarf around you. It might be really big on you, but it'll keep you warm. Just think of it as a giant blanket. So, do you have a name, little one? Oh, that's a lovely name. My name's Aaron. What was I doing out in the storm? Well, I was going to walk around the park, but on my way over, it started pouring down rain. I decided it would be best to turn around and go home, but that's when I ran into you. Or should I say, I saw your poor, shivering little body huddled under that leaf. You know, I'm surprised you weren't swept away with all that water. I'm sure we're lucky that you got to the sidewalk before the water got too high. You would have had to use that little umbrella as a raft instead. Oh, we're here. Here, I'm gonna put you on my shoulder for a second. I've gotta get my keys. Just try and balance. It shouldn't be that hard. I won't move too much. Well, this is it. My humble abode. Or humble for me, at least. To you, this place probably looks like a mansion. Kinda wish I could see it from your perspective. It must be nice. Whoa, that was a giant sneeze. I didn't know someone so small could be so loud. Here, let me get you a hand towel for you to wrap yourself up in. Here, if you keep those wet clothes on, you'll stay cold. Why don't you get out of them? I'll wash them here in a little, too. They looked kind of muddy. Oh, but before you do anything, let me move you over towards the fireplace. It'll help warm you up and stop all that shivering you're doing. Let's just place the wood in here and... Nice. That seems good. Now don't get too close to the fire. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, make sure you're all wrapped up. I'm about to come back in. Aw, you look so cute wrapped up like that. All right, I'll stop calling you cute. I brought food back. I made sure to cut it up so you'd be able to eat it. So, how long were you out in the rain? 2 hours? What happened? You got lost on your way back to shelter? Then you couldn't get service to call for transport. Is your phone okay? Oh no, you dropped in water and it isn't working. Is there someone you need to call? Oh, you don't have anyone to call? No partner? Or parents even? I'm so sorry, small one. Here, why don't you stay with me for the night then? You will? That's great to hear. I want to make sure you're as comfy as you can be. I'll get to work in a minute on making you somewhere to sleep. It's pretty late after all, and we're going to need to sleep soon anyways. Do you mind if I take your wet clothes? Like I said earlier, I have a washer and dryer I can use. They do look a bit muddy from the storm. Alright, here, I'll take those and get some stuff to build your bedroom. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. I got your things put in the washing machine. I got some stuff here to make you a bed. How's the food? It was my first time cooking for a tiny. Hell, it was my first time talking to a tiny person. Well, in person, that is. You see, I have quite a few online tiny friends. We talk in Discord calls and stuff, but we've never spoken in person. There were some tinies at my old high school, but we were kept away from them due to teachers being afraid we'd accidentally crush someone or something worse. It all started after this one incident. What was it? Well, it happened while I was in middle school, so I'm not sure how much of this is true and how much is fake. Anyways, there were these two students, a human and a tiny. They were a couple. They loved each other a lot, but one day, something snapped in that girl. She became crazy obsessive or something. She would stalk the guy whenever he was out of his house. Eventually, it got to be too much for him, so he ended things with her. Things went back to normal for about a week before she started stalking him again. She even went to his family's apartment and tore down his bedroom wall, pulled him right out of bed, and tried to confess to him. After that, she tried to run away with him, but at that point, the family had already called the cops. They caught her out in some abandoned cabin. She'd been holding onto him so tightly that a few of his ribs had cracked and one of his arms was broken. The family pressed charges, and she wasn't seen for about a month or two. When she did come back, teachers had to keep a close eye on her. You know, make sure no funny business happened. Apparently, she behaved for a good bit, but one day, when no one was looking, she grabbed him and threw him into her bag. She left school that day and returned home. There, well, this part's hard to talk about. Are you sure you'd like me to continue? Okay, well, it was bad. When they found her, the boy was nowhere to be found. When they did bring her in, they had their suspicions, but a test of the contents of her stomach revealed that she had eaten the boy. It was terrible. That boy lost his life because of that crazy woman. Ever since then, things have been divided. All the tinies have developed a bit of anxiety. Well, it's a bit of an understatement. Anyways, they always have to be on guard after that. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I knew I shouldn't have told you. I knew it'd be too scary for someone like you. Me? No. Please don't worry. I'd never eat a tiny. The thought of it disgusts me. Even though you guys are only 2 inches, you're still humans in my eyes. Oh man, would you look at the time? We should probably get to bed. I have classes pretty early tomorrow, and I don't do too well with the lack of sleep. Your bed's finished, so you can go ahead and climb in it, and I'll carry you to my room. I think I'm going to set it up on my nightstand, so if there's any issues throughout the night, you can wake me up. My bedroom's right around this corner, and the bathroom's back towards the kitchen. I'm not sure how you'd use it, though. It doesn't seem like it'd be very easy for someone of your size to use a toilet, sink, or shower. We'll cross that road when we get to it, I guess. Alright, this is my bedroom. Here, let me set you down, and then I'm gonna lay down myself. You know, little one, I'm happy we met. Tomorrow morning, we can decide on what you're going to do. You're welcome to stay here as my guest. It's nice to have someone to talk to. I hope you're comfy in that bed. Maybe if you stay, we can get you a better one. Good night, small one. Rest well.